A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Nerf Secret Reveal Distance Gauge Part 2. And for today's presentation, I'm especially proud to talk quite a bit about a much newer rival lineup, simply what I refer to as the upgraded lineup, or Accu-Rival lineup. I can't necessarily be sure which would suit it better, but in any case, well, the medium-sized blaster that came out of it during the 2022 production year, with Hasbro being a pretty impressive company to work with. I feel like that with 2022, Nerf has gotten even better than it ever has been. 2021 sure did bring us a lot of crap that we never quite expected to be shelved out there in stores. But the following year, everything seems a lot better now than it used to be. And 2023, right here, we are actually going to potentially get things that are even better. I don't really know for sure, and because there's been some hit or miss cases, but this one is what I refer to as the Demeter. And like a lot of rival blasters we've seen in recent years, they've been giving them some names that would probably be better suited towards other lineups. But in this case though, the Demeter, the medium-sized blaster from the 2022 production year, as the Accu-Rival series only had 3 blasters, much like most other new series that Hasbro has debuted over the past few years. It actually is a pretty nice blaster. It has sort of the Deimos look to it, especially if you remember from much earlier on the channel. I can't really trust my own eyes and ears as to how much time has already passed since that first time I ever talked about that blaster. But for a 2022 blaster, this one is really good. It's got some great ergonomics, almost perfectly molded to my size of hand, and it also has itself, well, this sort of method of priming. Very similar in a way to a Nightfinder, but it doesn't necessarily stick out or automatically retract like the Ultra 4. Nonetheless, we're gonna see how this actually does out there in the 100-foot long meter that I set up, which I bought from Milwaukee Tool. We have the blaster right here, primed and ready to rumble. Wow, that one flew pretty far. Now that's technically empty now. And man, what do I have to say about this? This is just performance by any means unbelievable. The fact that these rounds shot pretty dang far is one thing. Now, as we come up to the first round, the lowest point that I could possibly find, it basically shows 43 feet. And because it hit this tree up here, it doesn't necessarily count, but I'm going to count it as the low point because a good majority of the others have gone even farther. And there's one over here, as you can see, another one, and more pretty much. So let's just say 82 feet will pretty much be the middle point. Then finally, for the highest point, we have ourselves this one. This one went at an astonishingly high 96 to 97 feet. So 97 feet, one shot, one amaze, one set of excitement by any means. I'm not ultimately pointing out that this is supposed to be the best blaster out there, because I've seen a few unique cases of blasters simply doing even better than this. Alright then, this one is all the way up filled to the top, and I'll just point out right off the bat that 97 feet, that alone is just a big surprise. I really gotta hand it to you. Nerf has certainly been handing us some extremely powerful blasters that pretty much could put other companies to shame. Yet I'm not really sure if just a few flukes, or possibly just skill, as I was holding the blaster straight the whole time and not giving it an angle, which would have been kind of a cheat. In any case though, this was a pretty exciting part of this series. So, it's a great blaster, by all means, for what it already is. Amazing colors, and some nice little quirks that it has, including this, which all three of the blasters that we have so far are able to do on their own. Inline clip system, nice little priming action, and some nice ergonomics. Now distance is another part to this that I can add. So the repertoire is staggering in terms of how great this blaster is in terms of its pros. Not so many cons to identify here. So if you want to see more, go down on my channel, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.